Getting started with Zoom for staff in Berkeley County School District. To access Zoom, go to Class Link, click on Meetings, Personal Room, and Start. Make sure to join with your computer audio. Once you've given students the link to join, you will see that they are admitted to the waiting room. This is a default setting in Berkeley County. All students must enter the waiting room first, so you'll have to click Admit. You can also click View to get a list view of all the students who are trying to enter. If there's more than one student, you may be able to choose Admit All. To check your sound settings, click the up arrow next to Mute. You can see which microphones and speakers are available and toggle between them, and you can check your system settings. You can click the arrow next to Start Video to set a different virtual background. You can choose between the built-in features or create your own using Google Slides or any other template source, and then upload them as an image. There are many different setting options that you can toggle between based on your preferences. From general to video settings, one thing to check is that rotate 90 degrees. For some reason, when some people log in for the first time, their camera is defaulted to a different setting, so you can choose that to fix it. You can set your chat setting preferences and your security settings to allow participants to share screen, chat, or unmute themselves. Only the host would have the security button down at the bottom. Within the participant options, you can select More for co-hosts or students, and when you select More, you can assign them to be a co-host, put them in the waiting room, rename them, or remove them. Be careful not to remove them or they won't be able to rejoin. The poll feature in Zoom is really cool, except it's a little more difficult to use than in Google Meet because when you choose to add a question, it's going to take you back into your web-based Zoom account. So it's not quite as fast as an on-the-fly poll. One of the cool features in Zoom that isn't available in Google Meet is the ability to chat with both everyone and individuals. So you can choose the drop-down arrow next to the To button and select a particular student or other member of your staff, and you'll see they're read privately in parentheses, so you know that that message is only being sent to that one person. You can also change the settings where participants can chat with no one, host only, or everyone. Your share screen features are a little different in Zoom than Google Meetings as well. So when you are sharing screen, you'll get the little green pop-up and you'll see red, stop share. Also, there's some really neat annotation features. When you click on that within share screen, you can draw on the screen. Your menu will pop up once you have chosen annotate. You'll see it up at the top. You can change it to a text box if you need to type something to draw your participants' attention to something on the screen. There's also some kind of neat stamps that you can do to draw attention, and there is a spotlight, kind of like a laser pointer. There's other features that you can kind of play with, and you can even save the annotation as a ping or a PDF. When you're done, you just click Stop Share. Within the More button, there is the Breakouts feature where you can create multiple breakout rooms. You can set it to assign automatically, assign manually, or let participants decide. You can go in and rename the teams yourself. And if you wanted to assign students or staff members, you can do that. Once the students or staff members join, you will be able to see who's in each team who has joined that breakout room. You can also broadcast a message to everyone that will show at the top of their screen like a pop-up. And you can even join into particular breakout rooms to check on the status of a group. There's even a feature where the participants can invite you to come in for help. you'll see a message that tells you which team you're joining. And then it will look very similar, but it will be in a specific breakout room. You'll still be able to access the chat and see what the students are saying. And you can, from there, leave the breakout room individually, in the meeting for all, or leave the meeting. It will let you know that you're returning to the main session. When you're ready to end the meeting, you can click the red End button. If you don't select End Meeting for All, instead you do Leave Meeting, Zoom will actually assign a new host, and it might even be a student, so don't choose that. We hope that this brief tutorial was helpful to get you started with Zoom. We will be releasing additional help videos and documents in the near future. Check back soon.